guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited for this video because I am finally going to be reading the Chestnut Spring series. So I have heard literally so much about this series, mostly from Steph Bohr and Sarah Crowley, which I will literally read anything that either one of them recommends. They could recommend literally any book and I will read it. So when I heard both of them talking about the series, I was like, okay, I have to read it. So I'm so excited to start this reading vlog, reading this series. So there are 4 books currently. There's actually a 5th book coming out in October, and depending on when I upload this video, it may or may not already be out. So obviously I'm gonna read that one when it comes out as well. But for this reading vlog, I'm gonna include the first 4 books that are already out. In order, they are Flawless, Heartless, Powerless, and Reckless. So from what I'm kind of gathering and what I have heard from people recommending this and talking about this series is that these are all interconnected books. You can read them all as standalones, but a lot of the characters cross over. They're all kind of in this world of Chestnut Springs, which is this town. So it's best to read them all, obviously. And I'm gonna read them in order. I don't think that you necessarily have to, but it might spoil some other parts. So I'm gonna read it in order as they were released. They're country, sort of cowboy-ish, romances in a small town, and I'm just so excited for that. Throughout this reading vlog, I'm just going to be updating you here and there, my thoughts on each book, little synopsises and stuff like that, updating you on my thoughts. I am going to do this as spoiler free. I'm just going to jump into the reading vlog, and not sure how long these are going to take me to read, but like I said, I will continue to update you guys throughout the journey of reading this series. Okay guys, I'm here on my couch, ready to read. I literally just finished Hello Stranger by Catherine Zenner, probably 10 minutes ago, and I just need to dive into this series right away. I haven't even filmed an intro yet, but I just want to jump into this series right away because I'm so excited. First book is Flawless, obviously, and I'm so excited. This is a big book. It is, hold on, how many pages is it? I'm trying to look without spoiling it. Anything, because I'm always afraid when I'm looking at the pages that I'm gonna accidentally see something that I don't want to see. Okay, 434. 434 pages. It's a hefty book. I don't know how long this is going to take me to read. I've literally only read chapter 1, but my first thoughts are that the dad, Kip, reminds me of Billy Ray Cyrus. In my head, for some reason, I am picturing him as Billy Ray Cyrus. Okay, also just realized by looking at the first page of chapter 2 that it's a dual POV, and I'm so excited because dual POV is, sorry, I can hear my neighbors. Dual POV, why can I not talk, is literally my favorite. I think every book should be written in dual POV, so very happy about that. Okay, so I ended up not reading that much of Flawless last night. I was literally so tired from the work day and just had a very long week, so I really did not read very much. I got to literally page 106. I think I read 10 pages. But I thought that now that I am 100 pages in, I have kind of a better idea. So I thought I would give you a little synopsis of what's going on so far. So this is about Summer and Rhett, and Summer's dad is, I think he's a talent agent or manager is kind of what I'm gathering. And one of his clients is Rhett, and Rhett is a bull rider, and he's super famous. Basically, he had a sponsorship with this milk company. In my mind, I'm thinking it's those Got Milk ads or whatever. So he had that sponsorship, and then a video was released of him saying how he hates milk, and so his sponsorship pulled out. He's also kind of seen as a bad boy and stuff, and basically his reputation is kind of going to shit. So Summer's dad basically tells her that she needs to go essentially be his babysitter. So she goes and moves to the ranch that he lives at and is kind of watching out for him. She is supposed to make sure that he doesn't make any bad decisions or anything like that. She also went to law school, I'm pretty sure, and has been working for her dad's agency for a while, but this was her first big client that she's had to work with. So it's pretty interesting so far. They obviously do not like each other. Rhett is very I don't need a babysitter, all this stuff. She is kind of look, I don't want to be here either, but you just have to suck it up and deal with it. The tension between the two of them already is just so good. Literally, the beginning of the book says, a small town enemies to lovers romance, which I'm Love, what more could I ask for? I'm gonna continue reading now. It is Saturday. I literally have no plans this evening, so I'm probably just gonna sit in and read most of the day. Oh my gosh, so Summer just watched him like ride for the first time, and it's so cute. She's already so protective of him. I have to read this quote. If these were my last moments alive, I'd rather spend them enjoying the thrill of watching Rhett ride than mouthing off to some snarky super fan. Oh my god, she's already so protective. I'm obsessed. The banter between them right now is so good. Like, I'm a sucker for like good, kind of flirty, like bordering flirty, like banter, and it's really hitting right now. Hi guys, so quick little check-in on Flawless. So I stayed up literally till like midnight last night reading, which I am not, like, I don't usually stay up very late, but I was just like, I could not put this book down. Like, I did not want to stop. I'm now on page 308, and I think I'm gonna try and finish it tonight. It's about 7 o'clock ish. I feel like I can finish it because I have been reading this super fast. I'm sitting here with a little glass of wine, and I am going to probably finish reading. I'm literally loving this so much. Like, honestly, I could really see this being a 5-star. Like, depending on how it ends, I am just getting that like 5-star feeling right now. Like, I'm getting that like giddy feeling, like giggling, kicking my feet. Like, I'm just obsessed. And yes, so I don't know, it might, you know, things could turn around. We still have like 120, 130 pages, so we will see, but I will keep you guys updated. The jealousy, like overprotective plot is just gonna do it for me every single time. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with the scene that's happening right now, but also there was like a big, I guess, kind of plot twist, and honestly, I was not expecting that. Like, usually I feel like, especially in romance books, the plot twists are kind of like, you can sort of guess what's gonna happen, but that was not expecting. Hi guys, so it is the next day, and I ended up finishing Flawless last night, and I know I said it was like on track to be a 5-star, but I think it's more like a 4.5. Don't get me wrong, literally still loved it so much, but like, I feel like I have a hard time giving books like a 5-star. Like, it literally has to be an absolutely perfect book for me to give it 5 stars, and I just don't know that it was there. I am still absolutely obsessed, and like, it was so good, but I don't think it was quite a 5-star. I loved the like tension and the build up in this one. I loved that it was kind of like a slow burn, love and enemies to lovers, but it wasn't like enemies. It was just kind of like they disliked each other, and then they kind of realized like they had no reason to dislike each other and that they actually had feelings for each other. Obviously, some of it was like a little bit predictable, but I feel like that is like the case with most romance books, because you kind of like have this feeling of what's gonna happen. But I think I did mention that there was like a little plot twist that I did not guess, which kind of like I was very surprised by. So was not expecting that. I can already tell that like throughout this series there's gonna be such good like found family and stuff. So I'm gonna take actually a little break. I'm not gonna jump into the next one. I'm filming a different video, so I'm not going to jump into this. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break before I jump into the next one. But for this video, it will be like there is no time jump. But just letting you know that I'm not jumping right into the next one. Hi guys, so you obviously wouldn't know it because it just jumped from one clip to the next, but it has been about a week since I last updated you on Chestnut Springs. So I was filming a different reading vlog last week, and I didn't want the videos to have like the same books in it because then it would basically just be 2 of the same vlog. So I took a pause on Chestnut Springs for about like a week and a half, and now we are back. Today at work during my lunch, I started the second book, which is Heartless, and this one is, the trope in this one is obviously small town in Chestnut Springs, and it is single dad nanny trope. So I'm so excited about this one. I think single dad trope, I don't know that have I read a book with single dad trope? I don't think that I have. I just sat here and like stared at my bookshelf and like went through every book, and I don't think I've read a book with single dad trope, but I'm excited. It seems like something I would enjoy. So this is about Rhett from the first book, his brother Cade, is that his name? Yeah, Cade. I literally forgot. And then Summer from the first book, her best friend Willa. Right? Isn't her name Willa? Willa.
I don't know why. I literally cannot remember people's names for the life of me. But anyways, I literally started this at my lunch. I read for maybe 45 minutes. I already got to page 66. And I tell you that there's something about Elsie Silver's writing that I just am breezing through it. Granted, the pages are very big and like the font is pretty large, but like I am just breezing through this. Even though this book is big and like it's almost like 500 pages, I feel like I'm gonna go through this so quickly because there's just something about her writing. I literally just don't want to stop reading it. Like, all I've been thinking about since I picked this up today was like getting home after work and being able to read again. Initial thoughts. Oh, it's very much grumpy sunshine, but I don't even know. She's not like super sunshiny. I feel like he's just extra grumpy, so it makes her seem more sunshiny. But basically, she is Summer from the first book's best friend, and Cade needs a babysitter for the summer while his son's out of school, and Willa is out of a job for the summer, so Summer basically says, hey, my friend Willa should be your nanny. He's like super closed off. You don't know what happened, but basically like the ex left, so he's very closed off from like relationships, very hurt from that. So he wants nothing to do with her, even though he's like, shit, he realizes he's attracted to her. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I feel like there's gonna be really good banter between them. I hope there is, because there was really good banter in the first book. So yeah, I will keep you guys updated. Okay, they're really starting to flirt now. I just made it to page 107. I kind of took a little bit of a break from reading and like went on TikTok for a little bit and then got distracted. You know how it is. Need to do my dishes from dinner, so I'm gonna do that. Take a quick little break from reading, and then I'm gonna get back to it. But they're like flirting, and the tension between them right now is so good. Hi guys, so it is a couple days later and I have not updated you on Heartless in a few days. I think the last update was on Thursday and it is now Monday, so haven't updated you because I didn't really read very much this weekend because I had family in town, so spending time visiting with them, all that kind of stuff. But I'm back now, sitting here, ready to read. I am about halfway through the book now and I am loving it so much. The tension in the build-up though, like, this book is slow burn. I kind of anticipated that because so was Flawless, but this, it's just so slow. But I feel like I can tell that I'm at that point right before everything just happens and you're just patiently waiting. I'm on page 268, so I'm waiting. It's gonna happen soon. I can feel it in my bones, but yeah, I am loving this so much. I love both characters. I love Willa and like how just spunky she is. And like I love that she likes pushing Cade's buttons and like frustrating him. It's just so cute. Like the banter between them is just so good. Hi guys. Sorry for this weird angle and how much of like a mess my hair looks. It is hair washing night tonight, so need to do that. But I thought I'd update you guys because I finished Heartless today and I ended up really enjoying it. The only thing I will say is I feel like I kind of expected more out of it. Like, it was a really long slow burn, but after that I feel like there wasn't a whole lot of like drama or tension. There was like a little thing that happened near the end, but other than that it was pretty like, I don't know, I just feel like I was expecting more from it, if that makes any sense, but I still really liked it. I ended up giving it 4 stars. Also, sorry if you can hear my candle in background or see like the flickering light, it's from the candle. But I also have a little like ambiance thing going on my TV right now. It's really setting the vibes. It was gloomy today, so I have like one of those little rain ambiance things on my TV and it is perfect vibes. Now I'm gonna start Powerless, which is the 3rd book, and I'm so excited to start it because it's about Jasper, which is one of the Eaton brothers' best friends, but he's like basically a brother to them because they grew up together, and he is a hockey player, which I'm like so excited about. And the female interest is Sloane, which is the cousin of the Eaton brothers, and she's a ballerina, I believe. So I feel like this is gonna be a really fun dynamic. It's childhood friends to lovers, I'm pretty sure, which is like one of my favorite tropes. I'm so excited. I kind of feel like this one might be my favorite of the whole series. Obviously, I've now showered. It's a little bit later. I've been reading. I'm on page 60 now. Something about these books, I'm getting through them like literally so quickly. I think it's just the short chapters and like just the way it's written, but I'm already so obsessed with Jasper. I just know that he's gonna be like literally perfect. Also, literally hate Sloane's fiance, now ex-fiance. He's a piece of shit. we hate him. I'm just so excited to see what happens between them because they have been friends for so long and they're kind of now realizing like maybe it's not just friendly. And so I'm excited to see like, where it goes because obviously this book is pretty long. So it's like, what is that tension? What's the build up? I think I heard something about like they go on a road trip together or something, but I'm not sure. Maybe that's a different book. So we will see.
Hi guys, so it is the day after I started Powerless and I am already on page 167. This book is so good. Like, I'm obsessed. I love Friends to Lovers and it's just so good. And like the relationship between the two of them is like so good. I love Jasper. He is just literally so sweet. I just got to the part where they're starting their road trip. So basically they are going on this like road trip together to take hay bales, country romance right there. The Eaton brothers' sister, so like kind of like Jasper's sister too, basically, to like her farm that is like across the country. And so the two of them are driving together to do it. And I'm just obsessed. Like, it's so good. I love when you get both point of views too, and you can like tell like how much both of them like each other, but then they're like, no, I can't do that. They would never feel that way. But like you get both sides and you're like, they do feel that way though. So I'm very excited to see where this goes. I'm like not even halfway. I'm probably like a third of the way through. Like, these books are pretty hefty, but it's so good. You guys, I have to talk about these little text exchange between them because, oh my god, they're like still friends at this point. And Jasper says, I don't like talking to people. And then Sloane says, you talk to me. He says, you're not people. She said, LMAO, what am I then? And he said, my person. I'm sorry, if this is how this man is acting when they are just friends, I can't. I'm too excited to see where this goes. Guys, so a quick little update on Powerless. I have read quite a bit. I'm on page 366 now, so I'm actually nearing the end. I think I have about maybe 100 pages left. There's like almost 500 pages, so never mind. I am liking it. I will say I still think Heartless is my favorite. I just, for some reason, don't feel the connection between them like I did with Summer and Rhett. Like, theirs feels a lot like, obviously, they have liked each other for a really long time, or at least Sloane has had a crush on Jasper, like, most of her life, and then he has kind of more recently discovered his feelings for her, like, over the past few years, but they both have not said anything. But I feel like almost between them, it's more of this, like, sexual tension. They talk about how they have this emotional connection, but like you don't get those conversations between them necessarily. So I'm hoping we get a little more in the next little bit, because it's kind of like, oh yeah, we had such this great connection when we were kids, but like there's no like current conversations about this great connection, or at least not as much as I would expect. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, it's still really good and I still am enjoying it, but I feel like I'm almost missing that connection between them a little. So hopefully we'll get a little more of that in this last part of the book, but we will see. I finished Powerless yesterday, so I thought I would give you guys my final thoughts. The last 100 pages definitely did redeem it. I know last time I talked to you guys, I was saying like I feel like I was missing a little bit of the emotional connection between them, but I feel like we got that in the last little bit. So I did end up really enjoying it. I think I'm gonna give it like 4 stars. It was still definitely really good and I liked it a lot and would definitely recommend, honestly, this whole series. Like, this whole series is so fun. It's so easy to read. Like, I'm really enjoying it. But I don't think I loved it as much as I loved the first book. I think the first one is still my favorite, which I really thought I was gonna like this one like the most because it's like childhood friends to lovers, which I love. But I don't know, something about the first book and Summer and Rhett, they're just still top tier for me. I'm kind of sad that this series is almost over. I mean, there is one more book coming out in October, so I think by the time this video comes out, it might already be out actually. But yeah, I'm excited to get to the last book, so I will keep you guys updated. Finally starting Reckless. I'm so excited. I don't know how much I can say without spoiling it, but I'm gonna be honest, didn't really enjoy the beginning, but I'm now
185 pages in, and I feel like I'm starting to get into it. I feel like I'm going to start to see the spark between them. It just took a while to get there because there was a lot of like build up. But I can see how like the co-parenting might be like cute, but I don't know. I just not like intriguing me from the beginning like the other 3 books did, if that makes any sense. But I'm excited to keep reading. Hopefully I'll enjoy this one because I know a lot of people loved this one too.
So finally finished Reckless, which means I finished the entire Chestnut Spring series, or at least all the books that are out right now, and I'm kind of sad, honestly. I loved reading this series. I will say towards the end, I think I started to get a little bit burned out because even though they are their own like individual books, they do still have a lot of correlation, carryover characters, same setting, all that kind of stuff. So I still really enjoyed it, and I'm so excited for the 5th book to come out here soon. I'm definitely going to be reading it as soon as it comes out. But I just wanted to go through all 4 books and just kind of like give you guys my final thoughts. I really liked Reckless a lot. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't obsessed at the beginning. I didn't love the trope. It is accidental pregnancy, so I actually don't think I've read an accidental pregnancy book before. So I was a little, I don't know, I was a little unsure at first, but I ended up really enjoying it. I loved Theo's character, and I also loved the like character development from Winter, and I loved finally getting her point of view because in the other books she's kind of painted as like this like mean sister to Summer, all this stuff, but then you get her point of view and understand why she is the way she is and like what happened and all that kind of stuff. So I think it was a nice like little wrap up to at least what the series is currently. Also gonna give my ratings. So Reckless, 4 stars. Powerless, also 4 stars. Love Friends to Lovers, but I think I talked about this before. I feel like I didn't get as much of the emotional connection between the 2 characters until like the very end. I feel like more so it was like this like sexual tension between them, and you didn't get that like emotional connection until closer to the end. So I wish we would have gotten that sooner. Heartless was so sweet. I loved both Willa and Cade's characters. I gave this 4 stars, but this one maybe could be like a 4.25. Like, I honestly think my favorite to least favorite went in the order of the series. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about age gap, but it doesn't feel like that big. She's like in her mid-20s, he's in his 30s, so it's not like crazy and it doesn't feel like illegal. So I actually loved this one. I loved Luke and just him and Kate as a single dad. I think it was so sweet. And then Flawless, the 1st book. I actually think this one was my favorite, and I don't know if it's because like this is the one I read first, so it just felt like, you know, the first introduction to these characters and to the series, but I just loved this one. I gave this one 4.5 stars. I'm so glad I took you guys along with me reading this series. I highly recommend. I think everyone should read this series if you are into romance. Even if you're not into romance, like, you might still enjoy these books, so highly recommend. Thank you guys for coming along with me on this reading vlog. I am now about to start the Magnolia Park series, which I'm so excited about, and I'm going to be doing a reading vlog for that one as well, so you'll get to see all my thoughts, all my opinions. I'm so excited to start that series. Thank you guys again for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.